William Clair, Lieutenant Commander, U.S. Navy Reserve. We were fortunate, well, it's sort of divided into probably three sections now. The first years say from the late 60s until 78, 79, while we were working against the Chinese target, they were very elusive. It was very difficult for us even to get to talk to them. But it was possible. One of the reasons that we were in Africa was that because of the environment, you're all in this together, and you have the opportunity to meet and greet and socialize with people, and that's the name of the game. After China opened up, and that was in 79 and 80, it became much easier to talk to them, and that kind of, we never, up until that point, we never looked upon them as rivals. We looked at them as a potential threat to the security of the United States. And we were trying to find out exactly what they were up to. The biggest target, of course, were the Soviets. And your aim was to recruit a Soviet who had information that could assist us in warning us, at least, of any impending war. Well, a safe house is a term of art. A safe house is usually someplace where you meet assets. Whether you mean a safe area where we could be, there were very few times when we felt physically threatened. We were always fortunate being associated with the embassy that we had the Marine Guards there, I should say we had the Marine Detachment there, most of which were Marine Guards, and they provided a certain amount of personal protection. Even though I've taken all the courses in shooting and protection, never once have I ever even had to carry a weapon, let alone fire a weapon. It was a different time than it is today. There was just a different time, and so the only threat was the threat of either mob violence or petty theft or petty robbery or that kind of thing. So you had to be careful in that particular area. But that was not a problem, surprisingly enough. Looking back, it would be. I mean, if you were in there right now, as I say, we spent 3+ years in Kenya, and all during that time, there were only 2 or 3 instances in which there was a bit of disruption. Since then, of course, we've had the incredible bombing of the embassy, 2 instances of bombing of the embassy, instances where embassy people were targeted, and some of whom died. That's the difference between how safe it was then and how safe it is today. It's pretty scary sometimes. But I was just talking to a colleague the other day who was on his way back over and said the big threat now, of course, is the COVID threat. He said he doesn't mind dodging a bullet, but he's not going to go into a covert board in Guinea or